Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2019 CR 3604, the state of Texas versus Miguel de la Fuente. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. Time now is 10:28 a.m. on July 15th, 2021. These proceedings are official, they're on the record, and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Travis Banks for the state of Texas.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Dirk Ashfall. I represent Miguel de la Fuente, and we are ready to proceed, Judge.
Thank you, sir. And Mr. De La Fuente, are you the same Miguel de la Fuente charged by indictment with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen, and I'm going to show you the indictment. And are you familiar with this document, sir?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ashbal, do we waive reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
I'm going to get out of share screen. I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same, and I make it a part of the record. And I will also note that there is an application for community supervision, and I'll make that a part of the record as well. Mr. De La Fuente, I'm going to go back into share screen. I'm going to show you a document called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. I'm going to scroll down to a signature and use my cursor to circle around it. Is this your electronic signature here, sir?
Yes, sir.
Signing this document, you're telling me two things. One, you understand that normally we do pleas live and in open court, but that you're consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this document?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature on this document, as well as all of the electronic signatures of yours in the plea packet in front of me today, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed those documents. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the consent and I make it a part of the record. Sir, I now have in front of you a document called the court's admonishments. I'll scroll through because it's several pages, but I'll ask you, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
On the bottom of page 4 is electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments and that you understand the rights that are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
The rights that you're giving up is you have the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the offense, which is anywhere from 180 days to 2 years in the state jail and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments and make them a part of the record. Sir, we're going to go back to share screen. This time I'm going to show you the plea bargain in this case. And are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
There's an electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Are these your two signatures?
Yes, sir.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I will let you know if I'm going to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. Punishment will be assessed with 1 year in the state jail with a $1,500 fine. However, the state is recommending that I suspend sentence and place you on community supervision. Taken into consideration is your current probation case for the same type of offense, that we will terminate that as unsatisfactory. One of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal outside of the agreement, but the recommendations are to be placed on community supervision for 2 years, have a drug and alcohol treatment evaluation, and perform 80 community service hours. Is that your understanding of the agreement, sir?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
Yes, Judge.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
That's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions were filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Judge.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, then I will allow you to withdraw the plea and will proceed to trials if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense of serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified on the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual and rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
Yes.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
Yes, he has.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
I do, Judge. Yes.
Sir, to the offense that's listed on your indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Do you understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Yes, sir.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Did anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir.
Does the state have anything to offer to support this plea?
The state offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
No objection, Judge.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and the attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made. There was sufficient evidence to support the plea and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea. And I find you guilty, sir. Counsel, is there any objections to waiving the pre-sentence investigation report?
No, Judge. We can go forward today.
Is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No, there's not.
There being no legal reason, in accordance with the agreement with the state, sir, I sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. However, or rather, I should say, let me start over again. I sentence you to 1 year in the state jail. However, I will suspend that and I'll place you on community supervision for a period of 2 years. There is a $1,500 fine. We're going to terminate cause number 2017 CR 1606 unsatisfactory. Furthermore, you'll have a TAP evaluation. You must follow the recommendations. You'll have 80 community service hours. And I'm going to give you 30 days to verify employment. Sir, this is a plea bargain case. I followed the plea bargain. So you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this for the record, and I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. Sir, we're about ready to conclude the hearing, but when we do, you need to stay on Zoom because you're going to meet with our probation officer to go over the conditions of your new case. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentencing?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Judge, there's just one quick matter. I'm not sure exactly how probation is operating these days. I know we're kind of in between Zoom and in person. My client is heading to Austin right now for a job. And so if he did have to report in person, I just asked it to be able to do that by tomorrow, by 5 or something like that. But I don't know if that's even necessary.
I appreciate that, sir. No, we'll manage it right now on Zoom when we finish the hearing.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. De La Fuente. This concludes the hearing. We are in recess.